the herd. You in the herd. You in the herd.
You are now.
This is the herd. Here's Colin.
Herd email, Scott in Kentucky. Tinfoil on my head guy chiming in here, Colin. Tiger Woods tanked last weekend, so the odds would be dramatically higher for the PGA Championship. Then he got his boys to hit Vegas and load up on him, all to pay Elin for her settlement in the divorce. For the record, I got this from Mel Gibson, so feel free to abuse me now. All right. So the NBA schedule came out yesterday. It's well documented that I like the Lakers to win the championship and the Yankees to win the championship and Duke to win the championship and USC or Ohio State to win a championship because it's all big teams. I don't lie about that. I don't like underdogs. They're boring. Butler in the Final Four doesn't do anything for me. Seriously. I'd like to have one of Duke's Butlers in the Final Four. That's all I want. The NBA schedule came out yesterday. And just two basic things, not that it's fascinating, but there's two things to notice. First of all, for all you bagging on LeBron James, in their first 10 games, they're going 7-3 if they're horrible, 9-1. They'll be favored. When you start looking at their schedule, their two tough road trips are just W's. This team's going to win a lot of basketball games. This team going to win a lot of basketball games. And there's 10 or 12 dogs in this league, and that's 25 wins right there because you play them 2 and 3 times. There are a lot of dogs in the East. The second thing you notice with the schedule is Cleveland will not be terrible out of the chute. Cleveland will fool its fans, and then Cleveland, who was 61-21 last year with LeBron, will fall apart in late December and January and February. January for Cleveland is brutal. At Orlando, at Miami, at Boston, at Chicago, at Denver, at the Lakers, at Phoenix, at Golden State. Friday, January 7th to Monday, January 31st, Cleveland will be completely undressed. All their fans are going to be saying, I told you so, we're going to be good, and they're going to be horrible and fall apart in January. The other thing, the NBA thing I got to touch on here, is one of the great things about these big market teams that I like the Yankees or the Lakers, they don't dwell on like a championship years ago. I mean, Clemson won a national championship in football 20 years ago. They're still talking about it. The Yankees won the World Series last year. If they don't get to the World Series this year, Joe Girardi, job is on the line. And that's what I like, because that's the way I live. I don't believe in over-celebrating your wins. What's next? Another challenge. There's no finish line in life. Go, 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 have fun. Don't sit there and rest on your laurels and sit on your porch. Don't give me these Al Davis 1980 references. What have you done for me lately? And the Yankees don't sit and rest on their laurels. You know, the Mets, they'll put wild card pennants at Citi Field. Hey, we were a wild card team. You never see that at Yankee Stadium. Not acceptable. And so I've always thought the Dallas Cowboys, the Steelers, the Colts, the Patriots, the Yankees, the Lakers, Ohio State, Texas football, you're bigger than the rest of your sport. Act like it. You're the guy in the corner office. Act like it. Don't be immature. And there's this discussion in L.A. that they shouldn't retire Shaq's jersey because he left the Lakers. Get over it, Laker fan. That's embarrassing. You're not the Clippers. You're not the Washington Wizards. Quit being small and petty like the Cavalier fans. He gave you 3 rings. And by the way, you stole him from Orlando to get him for those 3 rings. And then he left you, and he's playing for somebody else. Get over it. It's embarrassing as a Laker fan. It's like the Yankees complaining that a player goes to the Red Sox for more money. You steal Johnny Damon. What are you talking about? You stole Roger Clemens. Who cares? That's the game. There's a certain burden of responsibility that the great teams in sports need to have. You need to be bigger. Don't punch down in life. Don't punch down. I got local meatballs ripping me all the time. I don't even talk about it. I'm not punching down. Get over it. Yankees can't worry about the Orioles. Orioles worry about anything that happens with the Yankees. Like, remember the Baltimore fans, how childish they were when Mark Teixeira, who's from Maryland, chose the Yankees? And how childish Baltimore fans were? If a New York kid decides I want to play for somebody else, that's the business. That's the game you play if you're a Yankee. So, I mean, for Laker fan to say that Shaq this and Shaq that, check yourself. Come on. Shaq made you for 5 years unbelievably great. Those were great Laker teams. I don't know how good these Laker teams are historically. I don't know. Again, I'm not much of a purist or a historian of the NBA. All I know those SHAQ, Kobe Laker teams were really good. Really good. You had the best big man, another one of the top 2 or 3 players in the league. You had excellent ancillary parts. You had these Fox, Ori, Fisher in his prime. You had a lot of good pieces. Those were great teams, and he gave you great gifts. And by the way, Los Angeles is a city filled with people from someplace else. That is Los Angeles. It's not Baltimore. It's not St. Louis, where everybody's from their hometown. It's not Philadelphia. L.A. is built on creativity and lack of loyalty. And L.A. is one of those cities where, like New York, it doesn't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what continent you're from. If you can deliver, you move to L.A. and New York and you make it big. It's a city of dreams, hope, and creativity. For people to say, well, you're not loyal, who in L.A. is from L.A.? Everybody's from somewhere else. Get over the loyalty thing and get over this. He went to another team. Let Cleveland worry about stuff like that. That's not a Laker issue. It's embarrassing. Shaq was a paid employee of the Lakers, and he was great. Now he's getting paid somewhere else. It's not like the Lakers are paying him and he's playing for the Celtics. It's not like baseball where you pick up a guy and somebody else pays his salary. It's just absurd to me. Of course you would hang. And for the record, wouldn't it make you look really big to do that? And that would be a big thing to do. It's sort of like sending your ex-wife a present when she gets remarried. It's a big thing to do. Not even her new husband can say anything bad about you. He's like, wow, that guy's pretty cool. That guy's big. It's a big thing to do. Shaq, you're gone now. You're playing for a rival. You know what I would do? Just to rub it in the Celtics' face, I would retire his jersey the night Boston goes to Staples. I would rub it right in Boston's face. Hey, Boston, 3. You didn't get any. You didn't make the playoffs those years. I would literally retire Shaq's jersey the day the Celtics are in town. It would look big. It would be a facial. Shaq would be all gooey and sentimental. He probably wouldn't play well. That's what you do. Not retire him. Ridiculous. Coming up next, great email brings up a great point. The Herd on ESPN.